premature.
Did he back that up at all?
No. He just came out with another scheme of his own. He wants us to take our shoes down market instead.
Does he now? Our clothes are doing well enough in Europe, so why not the Far East as well?
Right. And the Tokyo operation certainly has the potential.
Well, Nicholson is the man on the spot. So perhaps he's come up with something more attractive?
That's not the point. It's a bit late in the day for a complete change of strategy now.
When do you fly out?
Next Thursday.
You better call me. Keep me posted on what Hugh has in mind.
He's always coming up with these wild schemes.
Well, sometimes they work out, but you've got to admit that.
Yeah, sure they do. It doesn't exactly make life easy for the rest of us.
Developing new markets is never easy, Bill. And if we're going to get faster growth by selling shoes at the lower end of the market, then we should take Hugh's idea seriously.
I still think we could get a big slice of the Japanese sports clothes market. They expect quality, and that's what we offer. Instead of which, we've got Hugh talking about going down market.
It's only a proposal. See what he's got to say about it.
So, how's your wife, Hugh?
She's fine. The kids are just beginning to get settled in over here. Takes a while.
Thank you. Sure. How long have you been here now?
Nearly 2 years.
You like it here, don't you?
Yeah. It's a bit difficult to begin with, but it grows on you. I know my way around pretty well now. Ah, I don't believe you two have met before. This is Yoshio Saito, our sales analyst.
How do you do?
How do you do?
As I told you before, I've asked Saito-san to give a short presentation of our alternative marketing plan.
Fine.
Right.
Perhaps I should stress first of all that this game plan isn't meant to exclude the possibility of breaking into the sports clothes market at a later date. Our deviation from established group strategy doesn't concern the goal itself, but simply how and when we get to it. So, we really have to look at two questions. Why go down market now? Why not diversify now? The answer to the first question really concerns developments in the Japanese consumer market. The second question is about problems of distribution. I would like to give you an overview of both before going into a little more detail on each. So first off, why go down market now? Well, the Japanese market is, in many respects, surprisingly similar to our European markets where the group strategy has been tried and tested. We all know it's bigger than Britain and Germany put together, in fact. There are 120 million consumers out there, and we could be getting to all of them as a full-line distributor. The second point here is that those lower and middle segments of the market offer extraordinary opportunities right now. The Japanese look set to have more leisure time and probably more money to spend in the near future.
It's all very interesting, but I don't see how it supports your strategy. If people have more to spend, they could just as easily go out and buy the high-priced, top-end-of-the-market products we already offer, which would include our top-quality sports clothes.
Point taken. But right here and now, there's no disguising where the really healthy growth markets are in Japan, in those middle and lower segments. Perhaps I could come back to that in a moment. So why not diversify now? The first point here is really that Japanese distributors, and remember, the distribution system here is far more complex than in any of other markets. simply expect a long-term commitment from a supplier. They are especially sensitive to sudden changes, or worse, unavailability of products that they are planning to build on. No matter how reliable we are, we will be viewed with caution until we have established the Cougar name in the market.
I hate to interrupt again, but surely Cougar Japan can persuade distributors that all our products will be fully supported. I know it isn't easy to get distributors to accept product diversification. There's always resistance. But you've got to overcome it with hard work. Marketing, promotion. That's what you guys have paid for, yeah? It's worked in our other markets.
I would agree with your arguments, absolutely. But I would add that the best promotional argument of all is the proven ability to understand Japanese business practices and to meet their expectations. The Japanese distributor is looking for signs that the supplier will commit himself a long term to the market, and that his aim is the development of market share, the source of long-term profits. And the best place to generate profit right now is where we at Cougar Japan would like to go, down market into the medium and lower price ranges of sports shoes.
I haven't brought you round to my proposal, have I?
I'm afraid not, Hugh. I'm convinced our future's with sports clothes, and Japan's crucial to that strategy. We're looking at a golden opportunity to increase our revenue here.
Sure, Bill, we need to build things up, but I think we should build on the success we have. Shoes.
But to be frank, I don't think your proposal sounds feasible.
Oh, come on. You've seen the facts, and believe me, we've done our homework. Japan's a different ballgame altogether. What works in Europe won't necessarily work here.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that? Group marketing strategy is my responsibility.
But I don't think you realize what a complex market Japan is. Now, in shoes, we have a very good chance of becoming a full-line distributor. We'd get a reasonable share of a growing market. All we need is a little time and some money.
Two commodities of which I have very little to offer.
Look, Bill, we'll be risking our market image by introducing new products. It'll confuse the customer.
Hang on, Hugh, what are you talking about, confusion? You'll certainly confuse people if you suddenly go down market in shoes. And another thing, your competitors will hit back hard, but they won't follow you into sports clothes.
No, they won't. They'll go straight for our share of the shoe market while we go down a blind alley with clothing. Bill, believe me, I know the market here, and the key to success is simply market share. And Cougar doesn't stand a chance unless it adds more shoes at the low end of the range.
I'm not going to pull any punches, Hugh. Andrea will never accept the change of strategy you're proposing.
As far as Japan's concerned, I call going into sportswear a change of strategy, and a dangerous one at that.
I don't think there's any point in pursuing this. We're established in Japan. We've got the kind of market we want in sports shoes. Now's the time to diversify.
I know I'm sticking my neck out, but I tell you, things are different here. Your plan doesn't stand a chance.
And do you think handling a full range of shoes would work better?
Absolutely.
No Cougar branch handles that kind of shoe range. We're upmarket. We're going to stay upmarket.
Bill, I'm sorry. I simply can't agree.